Hey guys, welcome back to another Beard Guys video. So today we've got another guest replay. This was one sent in to me a little while ago, before Christmas I think it was, by a chap named Parko. He's platooned up with a buddy of his, and they are driving a pair of tier 10 heavy tanks. So I get sent in quite a lot of replays and a lot of very high damage ones. This one is no exception, but what makes this one kind of special is that, I mean, A, the damage isn't done in TDs. Most of the high damage games I get sent in are like Waffle, 10k damage, that kind of thing. This one is in pair of TDs. You've got the British FV215b and the IS-4 that Fells, his buddy, is driving. That's number one. The second thing that makes this replay special is it's the most damage I've ever seen a two-man platoon do in WoT tanks, hands down. And I've seen some pretty big games. So keep an eye on it. I mean, we've just got Parko's screen here. We don't have his buddy Fell's screen on here, but just and it's probably hard to keep tally of how much damage his platoon mate's doing. But just assume that his teammate is basically doing as well as he is for this whole replay. And they get in a pretty tight little spot. But it's one of those, like I've said it before in a few replays, some of the best replays I get sent in. I know this will be used as evidence for arguments, but it's a replay with no artillery in it, and when there's a game with no artillery in it, it gives people that potential to have these beast games where you just keep going and going and going. And so often those games where you think you can keep going all day and working your armor and working the terrain and working your gun, it's almost always arty that will be the thing that takes off most of your health and kind of spoils the fun. But today, thankfully, there is no artillery, so Parko and his buddy can see what they can do. So we go, nice shot into the 113. They've moved into this central area. It's where I tend to go. It's where I'd like to go with a lot of tanks in this map. There's always a good scrap going on here, and it's a really key point. If you take this area and control it, there's a lot of different routes to different lines of sights, different areas of the map. There we go, nice through the lower plate with the Prem shells, which is, let's face it, what you're going to load if you've got a mouse driving at you. A T62A comes at him. But not the greatest start really for two damaging shots, but taking, what, 800 health damage so far. And in a really tight spot. One of the people near him is his teammate, so that's not too bad, but it's got one other random around, which is never something you want, because you never know what randoms are going to do in WoT tanks. But he's trying to position himself so he can side scrape a little bit, or he just wants to kind of tease a shot from the mouse, maybe put one into his tracks, or just ricochet one off the side, and tries to put a round through the turret cheek, but it just angled slightly and couldn't get it through. But you can see that great reload you have on the 215B, manages to make the second one work. There you go, the IS-7 hits his gun. It has to use his repair kit very early in this pretty long game, so it's probably going to come back to bite him later on. There we go, another one through the turret cheek. Mouse bounces. There we go, Waffle just drives out and absolutely in the middle of, well, in the middle of a really, really bad place to be. That Waffle is going to be ended very quickly. He's been tracked in place. It doesn't look like he's actually shooting anyone. And there we go, he's dead. Eats a shot in the back. So this is the problem they're in. They're in this ridiculously tiny area. They're all trying to have to work. If they go forward, they've got a mouse and the, what was it, an IS-7, and the T62A might still be alive. If they go back, they've got someone else shooting them that way. There you go, one more shot for that mouse drop. It's going to make their life a lot easier. There we go, 113, drives crazily across there. Eats a shot in the side. And he's pushing on the friendly mouse there. Unfortunately, you couldn't track the 113 in place, would have helped, but there you go, you can't have everything. So there we go, 140, tries to find the shot, derps that one. Not too much initially though, because he's got a good reload on this gun. But he is down to 5 Prem rounds now, so he's spamming that Prem pretty happily. And once he's run out, it's probably going to bite him in the ass later when he wishes he had some more left. So he keeps getting tracked in place. His team getting pretty pissed off. Just waiting for that track to drop so you can get that shot on the 140. Great rate of fire in that 140. It's really, really making him have a bad time. Probably wiggling his turret to avoid getting shot there in his defense, but looked like he's just pissed off. So there we go. Him and his teammate, we're on pretty good. We've got nine pens. They're both on similar health, about half. They've managed to calm things down a little bit here. It's still pretty full on, pretty tight. But at least the friendly Jaeger's pushed up and got involved now. And they're both focusing nicely on the C100, taking it turns to dish out some punishment. And hopefully his teammate might get that one. No, he's going to finish that off for his 12th damage in ribbons. There we go. Full health IS-7 comes around the corner, derps his shot. Nice easy one through the lower plate. What would he got in the corner? An E4, an E3 or something? This IS-7 is going for it. Another one through there, and that is all of his prem rounds. So there are no more easy shots on the IS-7. He's going to have to actually aim a bit. There we go. Still shooting down onto the upper plate and go straight through it with a normal standard AP round on this tank, which shows how good the pen is. And then very comfortably through the bottom of the E3 as well. Great gun on this tank. Very, very reliable gun. There we go. Nice shot into the E3. Puts himself down to 159 health. Things are getting pretty hairy. He's got to finish this guy. And does it very nicely indeed. And there we go. Things have suddenly calmed down. It's still pretty tight. He's on a one shot. He's not got a huge amount of ammo left. He's used all his prem rounds. I'm not sure what the state of his mate's tank is ammo-wise, but he's got a bit more health. And they do have a full health E4 back there. There we go, nice kill by Fells. And they managed to break out there just in time for that 140 comes around behind. Looks like he's going to pop up and finish off that Jaeger most likely. No, he missed. And gets smashed by Parko's teammate. Can he get him before the Jaeger's down? Nice, very nice indeed. So there we go, at this stage in the battle, 5v3 looking pretty good. Although keep in mind, it's really 4v3, so one of the guys, there's actually a Object 140 on full health that is AFK, that is presumably not loaded in or lagged out, or he's gone to the toilet for the last 7 minutes and 20 seconds, you know, could happen. Whatever his reason, maybe he's just AFKing, although why would you in a tier 10? He is not about to help out these guys. So they're going to have to do it with 4 versus 3. One of those 3 is that full healthy 4, so that's not going to be too easy. Ooh, who just missed there. Thinks about going for the shot. Decides it's not going to really work out. He's going to keep focusing on this guy nearby. But they've got plenty of time at the moment, so hopefully they can try and work something. They are a little bit bogged down, so they need to get rid of that medium, really, and then they can try and find a way to deal with that TD, or maybe get on the cap and force him to come out, something like that. He's in a bit of an annoying spot to dig out. So go, the medium is falling back. There's the E50M, and they do have a waffle hiding somewhere as well, who needs to be dealt with. There we go, there's the waffle. Thankfully, none of those 2 targets are going to need prem shells particularly, so it's only the E4 that he's probably going to wish that he might have had some left. But as we saw before, this gun is pretty reliable and a pretty decent pen to get through some of these tougher tier 10 tanks. He's thinking about it. So his buddy Fells there is sitting there quite happily dealing with the waffle and the E50 with a little bit of support from the Jaeger. And Parko here's just trying to find a way to get a shot on this guy. Goes to the turret cheek, doesn't work out. Oh, he's a bit trapped here. It's going to be tight to get out this way without giving the E4 a shot on him. Oh, there we go. Now the Jaeger is down, and they are down to a 2v3 essentially. Because remember, that other guy, even though he's on full health, he never actually logged in. So, oh, there we go. He actually gets a nice shot. The E4 gives away a bit of a stupid angle, but it's going to take a lot more of them to get rid of all of his health. So you can see his teammate now pushing down on the E50M. He's on pretty low health. Nice one shot for his... Oh, he's out of ammo. Is he fully out of ammo? There we go. So Parko is going to have to go to the rescue now. There we go. That's the E4 getting a spot on him. He's just got to hope he doesn't get nailed in the back now. There we go. Got away with that. So 20 damage in ribbons. Pretty respectable amount of damage, right? A tier 10 in a heavy tank with a big gun. His Presumably that E50M hasn't realised the IS-4 is out of ammo, so he's not pushing too hard on him. And it looks like he's managed to hold out just long enough for Parko to get around here and find himself a shot. So now he's got that Waffle E50M, who are totally distracted, and out of nowhere Parko suddenly shows up and starts dishing out some damage. And there we go, his teammate taken down. E50M drops. Has that Waffle got shots left? He must do. He only must have fired 2 or 3 maybe to take out that guy. And now Parko is on his own. His teammate is down, but his teammate did a very, very similar amount of damage. So just keep that in mind when you get to see the end of battle results. And now Parko has, what, 8 shells left to deal with this, the Waffle and the E4, and 4 minutes to do it in. Things are looking quite tough. Especially as they all know where he is. There we go. Great shot with the HE shell into the turret of the Waffle. And he just needs to put 1 shot in anywhere now. Keeps the HE loaded, because it doesn't even matter really if he hits the turret now. He should hit him anywhere. Even if it doesn't pen, that's going to do enough damage to finish off that enemy Waffle. Oh, there we go. The E4 has repositioned completely out of the blue. Completely surprised Parko there. Didn't think he was going to be there. So now he has to rethink. And he's not exactly sure where that Waffle's gone. He was heading around to the left before, but he could just be lying in wait. There he is. He is waiting, indeed. Probably not fully reloaded, probably just holding 3 or 4 shots he had left in the clip from when he took out his teammate. But the Waffle is not often a great tank in this sort of situation, because it's got such a huge, unwieldy turret that you can often find these little slivers of it. And that's exactly what Parko's trying to do, just find a tiny little sliver to aim at. He's not rushing, he's not diving over there like a maniac. And every time he tries to do this, the Waffle is reversing, because he knows what he's trying to do. This guy's not an idiot. But all this time is ticking away, and he's only got, even if he gets this Waffle down now, he's got 3 minutes to try and deal with that almost full health E4 with just 6 shots. So it's going to be tough. Oh, there we go. The E4 has actually got a line of sight on him now, so he's going to have to move up. Or that might have actually been the 140 spotting him there. Still trying to find the Waffle. He's unspotted now. Oh, there he is. Oh, Waffle down. 24 damage ribbons, 5th kill. 6 AP rounds left. 159 health. And 2 minutes to do it in. Now, what would you do? There we go. There's the E4. Is he looking at him? Oh, he fires the snapshot, but dodges the return fire. That's 1 of his shells wasted. He's going to go for the hatch. Bounces. 4 shells left. I don't think he's even got enough damage potential to finish him off now. Maybe just if every shot is penned. Shooting down into the upper plate. No luck. Yeah, now he's definitely screwed. And then look at that. Classic World of Tanks. 2 aimed in shots. Doesn't get anything. 1 blind fire. Straight away pen. But sadly, he's only got 2 shots left now. So unless he manages to ammo-rack this guy or set him on fire. Oh, he manages to land another one as well. Absolute heartbreak. You just want that 140 to suddenly turn up and put out a couple of shots. Finding that final shot. Doesn't go in. There you go. Out of ammo. 1 minute 15 seconds left. And well, yeah, you can kind of guess what happens. Not a lot really. Everyone just kind of sits here. He is just obviously pretty annoyed that he's not got any ammo left to shoot this guy. He doesn't want to get killed, I suppose, because, you know, if you can't win, I guess try and draw. The enemy E4 is not going to be able to cap in time, though he might be able to farm some damage off of that Object 140. But there we go. We'll spin on to the end and we'll have a look at the post-battle results and show you what happened. Well, there we go. It was a draw, as we said. The Object 140 didn't come back from having his shit. But we can see the great score Parko and Fells got there. 9,500 for Parko, nearly 9,500 for Fells. Absolutely incredible amount of damage output by 2 guys. Very impressive. Thank you very much for sending that one in, guys. Shame to see you couldn't get the win. Absolute heartbreak there. Really tough. But yeah, not often you see two dudes in a platoon running out of ammo, dishing out 9k damage each between them. Nearly 20,000 damage between two platoon mates without a TD being involved at all is a very, very impressive result. So nice one. Right, thanks for sending that in, and thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give it a like. My name's Ben. We are the Beard Guys, and I'll see you next time.